Everything that brought me alive. Oh, we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. Took my hands without an alibi. They brought me alive. Oh, we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi.
It is Sunday night, and you know what that means. VRGL, the women of Echo, are ready to throw down in a mixed private. You've got me, Psychaotic, your host for tonight, and with me I've got Echo Arena League moderator, lead moderator, TGI Torquemada. How you doing, TGI?
Doing good. How you doing tonight, Psych?
I'm doing all right. I'm gonna go ahead and give the ladies the go ahead to ready up, and we will get this show on the road. I originally was supposed to have somebody else on tonight, but due to some... Oh, hold on. Something is funky with my stream. I don't know what that
That's
is.
all right. I think what she was about to say is that I'm the backup.
I was about to call you the backup, but that's okay. We're
That's all
glad
right.
you've
I
got
don't
you
mind being the backup.
um, yeah, originally I was supposed to have somebody else on, and then TGI stepped up and covered my butt when I needed somebody last second, and I'm really glad. I was going to have him and Nolan on at some point eventually because I wanted to have the head moderators on to talk Echo stuff, but just happened to be tonight, and that's okay. We've got now the joust of the first round in the hands of, well, it's going to be off the head of Blue, but now bouncing into the orange bubble. Blue's got it. Blue crosses, and the first goal of the night goes to Obbs.
Nice dunk. That was impressive, especially with three guys in goal like that, or girls, I should say.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, okay. Is it fixed now? Is it good now? Somebody in chat tell me if we're good. Oh my god. Alright, Blue, settle down. I'm still trying to get
What
the
a
stream
joust.
going, and y'all are like, nah, points now.
So while she's trying to get the stream going, yeah, that was an incredible defensive joust by the blue side. They got there in a hurry.
For sure, for sure. But anyway, going back to what I was saying earlier, I wanted to have Nolan and TGI on at some point because I wanted to talk Echo stuff. So tonight, I actually, all the women in the server, I asked, I was like, hey, I've got a pretty cool guest on. If you've got some questions for us about Echo, what goes on in the off season, the moderator side of things, like let us know. And the girls playing tonight sent in some questions for us to talk about during the stream. So, um, the first question tonight from Caroline Rose is: has there been any season of VRML that has been more stressful to plan, or did they all have the same difficulty?
I think that's a good question. And being honest, this is the season 5 will be the first season for Nolan and I to be fully immersed in the planning process. So it is obviously our first attempt in the deep end. It's surprising how much more there is to planning a season than most of the player base, I think, realizes. It's not just let's pick a date and let's go.
Yeah,
So
for sure. On that side of things, those discussion threads went up in the VRML servers, and those topics that you're seeing are the condensed version of what the moderators have been discussing for the last couple weeks. There was more stuff on the table for us to talk about, and we were weighing more pros and cons. We narrowed it down a bit, and then we gave it off to the community for them to plan. OBS with another goal, way to go, blew up 6-0. But speaking from now a governor's perspective, and now because I deal with the other leagues as well, um, it's pretty impressive how difficult Echo is to plan versus the other leagues. Part of it is because Echo is newer. We're only going into our 5th season, while Pavlov is on their 8th and Onward is on their 12th. But also, we have more players. That means more voices, more opinions, more people that want an input on how things are run. So getting all of that,
absolutely.
yeah. So taking all of that into consideration and how fast the meta can evolve sometimes. Oh, dingy, pingy disc. That's okay.
Oh,
Oh my
nice
God! What a
stop.
save!
Gorgeous
What a
save.
move, dude. She's
Wow.
always the
That
goalie
was
MVP every week. That was impressive,
that was cracked.
dude. And she follows
And
up her
followed it
receiver.
up.
Oh
Nice.
my God.
Anybody that wants to learn, that's how backline players should play right there. She makes the save, she gets a ride, she gets down there and gets her own clear 3 points.
That was awesome. Um, but yeah. So
Yeah,
Echo
I
is.
think for Echo, it's challenging, and I think you touched on it. This the player base is just so large, and there's
Caroline
another one
wants
by Caroline.
again.
She is just carrying right now, absolutely dominating. But the player base is just so broad in Echo compared to all of the other games within VRML that it's really much more difficult for us because like you said, we have so many differing opinions and we want to make sure that everybody is heard and that we take every perspective into account. We can't just make decisions based off of the 50 master tier players that we have when we have over 5,000 players in the league, you know.
For
And
sure.
that's just a bigger challenge for us, but I think that all the mod team, especially the new mods that we've introduced, we're up for the challenge and I think we are raring to go for season 5.
For sure. For sure. Um, what we were discussing? Oh, three-pointer for Moosh. Puts the first points on the board for Orange. Now only down by 9 with I think about 6 minutes to go. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay, so remember what I warned you about right before we went live with Sanchezi? Yeah, he's doing it to us, and you called it. The very first one. The first word band is the. So I'm setting a timer now for 5 minutes. Can't say THE.
Okay, well, Sanchezi, no story for you. I need that word to tell stories. No story for you.
That's fair. I'll cast for a second, see if we can get some time off their clock before we go back to stories with TGI.
But
Take.
either way, we can be looking at this incredible play by these ladies. Some of these plays are just absolutely cracked.
Do you have your volume on, or did you turn it off all the way?
I can just barely hear the girls talking. Yes.
Can you hear talking, or can you hear the shrieking and giggling?
Oh no,
Oh,
the
that's
shrieking
one.
and giggling. Yeah, well,
It's
yeah, that's
it's.
one on me too. Shrieking and giggling definitely is prevalent. Um, and
Yeah, I know. I
as
know.
much as I love Moosh, a lot of it I know comes from her having played with her so many games. Yeah, it's it's a psychological tactic. Um, Dimwee and Gil always talk about mental aspects of the game and getting into. I said it again, and getting into your opponent's heads. Well, Moosh's tactic is real simple: screech until they can't think,
You're
and it
not
works.
wrong. You're not wrong. um. All right, you said it once. I said it 5 times. This isn't the podcast. The focus is not on drinking, but we do drink for every 3 if you'd like. So I'd said it 5 times. I'll round up. I'm sure I said it again in that whole spiel. So 2 drinks for me.
Yeah, I took a drink of hot apple cider. Thanks. I actually needed that.
There you go. Nice.
I'm not a caster. My voice isn't used to being used this much, so
That's false. We sit in ticket meetings for hours at a time yelling at people. Oh my god, the Chicago!
oh, that's
I'm pretty.
heartbreaking for a goalie.
Oh man. But Orange team definitely mounting their comeback right now. Up now, only down by 5 points. It was 12.
Oh, they got plenty of time left. There is plenty of time on the clock. Up, said it again. Plenty of time in the game for Orange team to make a comeback here, and they've absolutely got the players. Damn it, said it again. Absolutely got a roster that is conducive to making a comeback here.
For sure, for sure. Hold on, I'm getting pinged. Um, doesn't matter. I'll leave it alone. I just want to
Got
make because
Moosh,
it was.
Moosh down at the floor. Damn.
Ancient Victoria. You can't do that. If you get stunned out, you're not supposed to score. But anyway, moving on to the second question.
You said it twice there.
How much time do we have left? 1:50. I'm just gonna be silent.
Yeah,
Oh,
we need to update ban words rules. You can't use anything less than 4 letters.
that's a really
Nice.
good rule.
Nice play, agent. Oh, that was sweet.
That was awesome. Now only down by 1. Holy crap! An 11-point comeback with 1:30 left. So Torque, with tons of new players joining, what are some of the pros and cons we're experiencing? I know the biggest one. I just want to see if you're going to say the same thing.
I think it's great for VRML to have more players.
Mm-hmm.
I think Echo. I'll get in trouble with Dimwee if I use incorrect words, but Echo is the primary, the first esport, VR sport, whatever you want to call it,
That was so close.
and having the league is as large as we are. Sure, it's challenging. It makes organizing things more difficult. It makes a lot more disputes in week to weeks for us moderators to handle. But at the same time, we're seeing the league grow. We're seeing more and more players get involved, and you get to see the amazing skill level that's involved in this game. Look at the game that we're watching right now. Every one of these girls is absolutely cracked, and they
Mm-hmm.
prove it every time they put on their headsets. So I don't see a whole lot of cons.
Dude, it's time. We're going to overtime.
Yeah,
Let's
I, I
go.
I really don't see a lot of cons to having more players. I think it's wonderful for the game. It's wonderful for the community.
Oh, you just in time. Wonderful for the game. It doesn't count. Well done. The timer just went off
So
as you were saying it. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Continue.
yeah. It's awesome for the community, and I joined VRML in season 3 at the beginning of season 3, and I've played on several teams. I've played as a league sub. I'm very fortunate to get to play with and work with people like Nolan and Saika on a daily basis. There's nothing but good things that can come out of the community. We just have to do the work to make it happen.
For sure, for sure. Sanchez, you are really delayed. You're still counting, and the word ban is over. So I don't know how late you are, but that's hilarious. TGI, you got up to 9. So take 3 sips of your cider.
It's not spiked apple cider. It's just apple cider.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be on this show. We don't care. It's not the podcast. I will say, Moosh just dinging off the rim with that long 3-pointer with no angle, but it gets cleared out by Glass. I'm gonna go ahead and cast the rest of this overtime because this is getting intense, and then we'll get back to that question because there is one thing I want to add on that I think you're gonna agree with me with. Anyway, Glass floating in upside down, passes it to Obbs, and Obbs is gonna put that in for 2, ending this overtime and winning the first round for her team.
And you could see that coming. If I had the replay overview, you could see blue stacks coming in on that loose disc as it transitioned in. They immediately set up around the bubble while orange was still trying to catch up. It was just you could almost read that this was about to happen.
Yeah,
But it was a great play.
for sure. The one thing with all the new players, and if you wanna know what you can do to help your mod team and help us not totally burn out, read the rules. You would be surprised how many of our issues would be resolved if and it's not just new people, and it's mostly, proportionally it's more new people, but it's all people. Read the rules, they're there for a reason, and it would resolve a lot of issues without the need of league moderators if we could, follow that perfectly. I mean, obviously that's not totally possible all the time, but it is a good place to start.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, understanding and I try to understand from a mod perspective that when we're writing these rules, there's a lot of them, and some of them are hard to understand. We would rather you ask in the Ask Here channel or open a ticket for clarification than to go into a match and break a rule, because that makes our lives more difficult, makes the players unhappy. Just read the rules.
Luna's with some bits in chat. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank
Luna,
you. MVP.
I was
Um,
kind of hoping to see Luna in here, but I guess I'll have to just settle for Moosh and the rest of the ladies.
I guess you're just gonna have to watch another week because Luna's does play. um, moving on to our next question. Do you ever feel like there's too many teams or people? Like, does it ever get too chaotic?
Does it ever get too chaotic? Sure.
Gets a little psychotic. I'm sorry. I had to.
It gets psychotic at times. Um, a lot of people, I think, players don't realize that we're doing.
Is that in? No.
Oh, oh no, it was close. We're doing about 1,000 tickets every cycle. So close to 2,000 tickets last in season 4. We'll probably have a little bit more than that in season 5. Um, so yeah, it gets chaotic. But that's part of what we do. That's part of the moderator's job, is to deal with that chaos. And we do, you know, a lot of people don't realize, I think, Nolan, Psychotic, and I, oh, nice shot, Moosh. We do 11 a.m. ticket meetings most days of the week just to try and keep up with the flow of tickets. And that's going to get worse with more teams. But again, the more teams that come in, the more we get to see growth. I really enjoy, I've coached 5 or 6 teams at this point.
I thought you were about to say you enjoy tickets.
No, no, no. But I do. I've coached 5 or 6 teams, and I enjoy watching those teams grow from being, bronze players that can barely regrab to all of a sudden they're making silver and gold, and some of them hopefully will be in platinum come season 5. So, you
For
know,
sure.
more teams the better.
For sure. I
Ignite
know.
doesn't get knocked off of their throne legitimately without more teams.
It's true. It's true. Um, yeah, I definitely thought, you know, when I first got into Echo, um, and even into moderating and into VRML, I thought the community was so large, and there was, I was always just gonna kind of be lost in a sea of people. But I've noticed once you find your niche, which for me is moderating in the competitive scene, or used to be the competitive scene, not anymore. I can't get into a lobby now without somebody being like, "Oh, hey, Sad Chaotic," and that's awesome. Oh my god, I really thought that was in. I really wanted that to be in. I wanted that to be in too! Orange, come on!
Whoa.
Come on, you
Come on,
can't do
Orange.
that!
You
It's okay, it
can't.
was close. It was close.
You got to follow up those wide open goals. Come on.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, I agree with you. You get to a point where you just know enough people, and you're so familiar with everybody. You've played with them. You've chatted with them in DMs or in the various Discord servers. The number of people that you get involved with on a daily basis is just so massive, but it's not overwhelming to me.
yeah, exactly. Um, so, Caroline and Glass want to know who our favorite teams are.
That's a dangerous question for a league mod.
Exactly.
Um,
She also said, "Is it allowed?" So you don't need to answer if you don't feel comfortable
so
with it.
no, I'm fine. I'll start off, and because I can defend my decision.
All
Um,
right, all right.
I have a lot of favorite players. Number one, and being a
Gotcha.
goalie, um, Kung and Cruzen are the elite tier of goalie, and I have the utmost respect for what they do in every game they play. So those two elite players, top of the notch in terms of my favorite players to watch. Um, Obviously, Saika and Nolan because I work with them on a daily basis. Some of my
Sweet.
favorite players to work with. Um, but
Aw, you're
I will say,
softy.
I will say, right now the new roster for
Mm-hmm.
Yerma is my favorite team going into season 5. Skittles and I started in VRML together on Apocalypse. Um, we actually both got rejected from the same tryout and
Oh.
decided to make our own team. I've played countless rounds um, with Roman Empire, who just the other night Gil was talking about just how cracked he was, and Roman went out there and showed it. Um, and then Lit, who is one of their strikers, is one of the players that I coached early on when she first started playing. So I have a lot of connections to Yerma. Not
Yeah,
sure she
my
called that or
stream's
not, but
dead. Holy crap. Hold on. Echo has decided it doesn't want
so
to
it's,
function.
you're fine. We're at 9-6 with 4 minutes left. Blue's going to have the disc, or sorry, Orange has got the disc, and a 3-point lead to go along with it. Blue is playing a very strict 2-2, keeping those stacks together, trying to keep some speed going. Orange is doing more of a spread style offense and defense, which so far it's working for him. Let's see if it keeps working for him. But pass forward to Princess Claire. Oh, who put that shield there? The red guys definitely shouldn't have put that shield there.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, guys. I have no idea what happened. Echo decided it didn't want to work anymore. But we're back. Thank you for keeping us updated, Torque. Appreciate it. Um, Now coming
I
back at 9 to
apologize to
6.
your audience. I'm not a caster. I don't claim to be one.
that's
Um,
that's okay.
oh, this is
Um,
going to be tight in the orange bubble right here.
for sure. Um, As for okay, so you finished with your favorite teams. I'm just gonna go ahead and shout out a whole bunch of teams because as governor, I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble if I have one favorite. So, um, Ding, Ethereal, and Bravo for being my old Kraken boys. That's where they moved on to. I'm super proud of them and where they're going. Yerma and Tyro because that's where some more buddies of mine are at.
It's
Anyway,
11 sticks with 2 minutes left.
yeah,
Blue's got the disc again.
awesome,
They're gonna
awesome.
they got a little bit of a hill to climb here with 2 minutes left, but they definitely can do it.
Hmm.
Nice pass down low, connected. They got a wide open goal. Oh, come on. Got to make that. Got to make that. And Orange
Yeah.
clears it back out through the tunnel.
So these next two questions, we'll go ahead and ask them at the same time because they kind of go hand in hand. Do you ever think you would become a moderator for a VR sport or event? And then what made you want to be a moderator?
No.
I was
Yeah.
going to say that's a hard
No.
no.
The first question is absolutely not. I had no intent, want, need, or desire to be a moderator of a large community, particularly being
Haters. She's referred to your SO as a hater.
I think she's decided she hates VR in general since I bought it, but she did get a really nice ring for her birthday, so I guess I bought some points back for that.
There you go. Well done.
but
Um,
and honestly, one of the other things I think I would be completely remiss if I didn't mention was the Tyro community really was what got me kind of re-energized with the VR community in general. You
Yeah,
know, we've all had our toxic experiences in pubs, and it's just it sometimes it wears you thin. But the Tyro community with Luke and Kadaski running it is just really dynamite. We get to play with players like Moosh and Luna and Skittles multiple times a week. You just get a better community feel. And I think that really helped me to get re-energized to want to make VRML as a whole as good as what the Tyro community has.
for sure. Speaking of Tyro, it's the other reason I wanted to have you on. You are organizing a super cool event. Do you want to tell us about that a little bit?
Yes, Tyro will be doing their first ever LAN come February 18th through the 20th in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, we are going to have, as it's a Tyro event, we're all about the community. It's not necessarily about the competition. We want to bring everybody together, have a good time playing our favorite VR sport. We're going to have a couple of days. We've got hotel, we've got play spaces. We're just like that where the disc is going loose. So it's still I think so far we've seen some really good matches, some really good plays. Um,
Yeah.
hopefully we get. I'm missing my little overlay with the arena outline, so it's hard to see what's going on other than what's in the camera. But
Do you have it on sideline?
no, no, no. I'm just following.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm not a caster. I don't know how to make all that
Uh,
fancy stuff
if
work.
you
That's what
press
Newton Dad's job is.
if you press the S button, you'll thank me later. The S key.
There
Um,
you go.
but anyway, yeah, S. Set it and forget it. That's how I treat the VRGL stream because I cannot cam to save my life. We tried it one time. I forgot I was on cams. We ended up just staring at the goal for a solid 2 minutes. It was pretty funny. Um, anyway,
Nice.
um,
There it is.
so
Cut past.
I was not
Oh,
planning on this being so much of like a talk show tonight, but like the girls were super excited that you were gonna come on, and they like had a whole bunch of questions for you. So what is more stressful, the beginning, middle, or end of a season?
the end. Undoubtedly, the end. I think that the beginning of the season is all about anticipation and excitement. We've especially the last 3 seasons in a row, we've all known that Ignite was the top team, but we never really sure if somebody was going to knock them off their perch. Um, so there's a lot of excitement at the beginning. The middle of the season, we're just in a groove. We're just
Yeah,
trudging along, trying to make it to the end. But the end, trying to organize Challenger Cups and finals and getting all of that together, and then also keeping our head up and thinking about what's coming for the next season. As we
for sure.
see every day in the discords, players don't want to hear it's coming soon. They want dates, they want times, they want to get back to their echo. And we agree, most of us are players too, and we miss it too. But we want to make sure that we're doing it right as well.
Exactly. I think that's super well said. So that and just by the end of the season, the mods are tired, man.
Yeah.
we're
2,000
just
tickets will wear you out.
we're just tired. but oh man, the people are
Oh,
just on.
missed
No, and
opportunity.
the miss. Oh no, it's
Oh,
gonna go all the way onto their bubble. Wait, I'm not casting or the stream will die. I gotta shut up. I gotta shut up. What is your favorite part about running behind the scenes?
the people that I get to work with.
Yeah,
I think we have an outstanding moderator team. The governors have been, including our new governor, are extremely supportive of us and getting us what we need and giving us the flexibility we need to do our jobs well. Um, the board is always out there trying to get new sponsorship and trying to get grow the league as best as we can. And that it's just a really dynamic team, especially considering it's volunteers.
for
This
sure.
isn't where we went out and headhunted the best people. We just happened to get some of the best people that volunteered to help out. Um, I will never give Nolan enough credit as a two-man team of moderation leads. He's the level-headed, calm one. I'm the one that wants to, bring out the band hammer. Um,
That sounds like another
so
duo I know.
yeah, I can't give Nolan enough credit for keeping me calm at times. He really does make it a lot easier.
Nolan is pretty great.
Nice headbutt, and right there, bam. That was a two.
7 meter too, yeah, it was.
Oh,
But yeah, I'd agree with that. The people, yeah, the mod chats are really fun. I'll leave it at that. um, let's see. Hey Gil, don't give me eyes. I said I'd leave it at that. But yeah, no, the people are what make it worth it. So you, Nolan, Gil, Princess, those are the people I work with most closely. But like, all of the organizer. Includes women identifying. We are LGBT friendly, so if you or someone you know is a woman or woman identifying and wants to take part in our community and our Sunday night pickup games, please have them DM Sammy, Gabby, or myself. Um, and yeah,
yeah,
cool.
I love that Sammy came up with this. Give the ladies within the community a safe space to play and to really be able to enjoy the game without the harassment. I wish it wasn't necessary, and that's my shout out to all of the guys is help the girls out. Don't let them have to deal with that. Make the community better for everybody. If you know, I love. I've heard several times in pubs running with Skit, some of the pub players say that girls can't play this game, and I challenge you to play Saluna, Rosie, Paranym, Psycha. Get in a match with them, and then make that statement when you're done. Okay. I don't
Try.
play against them because I don't want to get embarrassed. Okay. And it's not because
Appreciate
they're
it.
girls. It's not because they're girls because I don't want to play against game because I'd get embarrassed.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I might play
um,
rocks. I might play rocks because he is only a sub, but
wow, you lucky Rockstein noticed it in the chat.
I was kind of hoping he was. But
Oh man, that's really funny though.
nice
Agent
dunk, Victoria,
Victoria ain't messing
with
around.
authority.
Right. Oh man. Um. So now some questions from the party crew. Has there ever been a rule that backfired? Um.
In my time,
Yes.
backfired. No, I think that I haven't seen a rule backfire, but I think that the half cycling rule has
That's
been
what
a
came to mind as well.
challenge.
That's what came
Yeah.
to mind as well.
I don't think it's backfired, but I think it's a challenge because a lot of the rules like the half cycling, play space abuse, things like that, they're difficult for the mods. It seems when you're in the moment that it
What a
seems
steal! Hey,
obvious.
what a steal!
Nice play. You got it good clear. Come on, get the stack going. Get stack is a little slow to get back to it, but yeah, the half cycling rule is hard because we can't just go off of an instant reaction. We have to look at it from every angle, every perspective, and we're trying to get really guess and figure out what somebody actually did. It's very rarely is it as clean cut as the ones that are in the videos that we produced. It's usually much more difficult. Nice wide
Sure.
open shot.
Nice. Um, let's see how long we've been moderators. We already went through that. We're both from season 4. We already kind of went through. Did you think VRML would come this far? So the last question of the evening will be, how do we brainstorm plans, or is it just one person that does it?
Yeah, it definitely isn't just one person. And we did obviously don't disclose a lot of details about the internal workings, and we do that for a reason. But no, it's not one person. It's usually a very drawn out process with a lot of different opinions. And we give a lot of thought to everybody's different perspective and try and craft rules and formats and additional cups and things like that, taking into account everybody's perspective, but trying to do what's best for the community as a whole.
Yep. And that is the end of our match for this evening. We'll take a look at our final scores for the night.
Pine
Agent
Rose was on
Victoria,
fire.
for sure. 6 saves from Carolina Rose. Good gosh, girl. Obbs with 13 points. Maddie with 6. Glass with 7 assists. Settle down. And 41 stuns. Speaking of stuns, Agent Victoria with 55 and with the most goals on her team, 13 points. 4 assists for Princess Claire. Tater Tots, well rounded, going with 2 points, 2 assists, 2 saves, well done. And the Mushroom Ninja with 10 points, an assist, and 3 saves. Awesome job from all of the ladies tonight. As always, we love watching you. We love streaming this. And yeah, thank you so much, TGI. Thank you so much, TGI, for joining me this evening and for answering all those questions. Had a lot of fun. I hope you did too.
Love coming in and talking to you, Psych. We talk all the time.
We
Um,
do. That's
and
what
and the VRGL games are always fun to watch because you get to see some really high level play, and you don't see a whole lot of toxic stuff happening, which is refreshing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love it. I love keeping the audio on too because it's just all giggles, and it's yeah, it's giggle ASMR. But yeah, that is it for this evening. I'll go ahead and plug the rest of the Virtus schedule. I need to get that GIF updated. I know, I haven't yet. Let's see. So that is it for
Nice
our Sunday
shot.
content. But tomorrow we will have 2CQ at 9:30 p.m. They've got Venom and Thunderfoot on tomorrow from the Florida Laser Sharks. On Tuesday, we've got Level Up with Lentil at 10 p.m. Wednesday at 8 p.m., Frontline Gaming with 5 Spot, where he plays FPS games. Then at 10 p.m. on Friday, it's the Beer League podcast that we all know and love. 12:30 a.m. Saturday night, make fabulous game night where he plays Jackbox games with the community. And then next Sunday, it'll be the same thing that we did tonight. 7 p.m. Wireless Jacks game, and 9 p.m. the VRGL stream. I'm dying. Oh God. Torque, I'm gonna mute myself and cough. If you've got anything you want to plug, go for it.
No, no, I'm good. We already plugged the LAN. I think, talked about Tyro, which is, again, especially for the adult community. If you looking for players, Tyro is the place. Um, but I really appreciate being brought on. It's a good chance to talk to you and watch these girls play some incredible games.
Speaking of watching the girls, again, we've got. Why did it go down? Oh no, guys, you lost the disc. You gotta bring the disc with you. Caroline and Obbs are trying to vibe in front of the camera with us again, but
Yeah, I saw that.
lost the
They
disc.
just realized they needed the disc.
That
Oh
was so
no, the Geo
guys,
rejected that idea.
guys, you need the disc. Go get it. I'm not ending the stream until we get that Caroline and Obbs duo. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching with us. Thank you TGI for joining me, and they're walking it back. And tomorrow, 2CQ, be there or be square. Have a great night, guys.
All alive. The devil's in the detail, lingered inside. Oh, a holy crime. But how can I hide you without an alibi? It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Though we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence without an alibi. monsters. They brought me alive, but got no outline.